What's up, Erwin? How you doing? What's up, Jake? Just got some latitude. Move over, give everybody some space here. I can read. Okay, fantastic. Nice to see you guys. All right, so we're out asking the public why they're not vegan yet. And we're gonna kind of start, we're gonna spend a good hour 30 out here. How are you guys doing? Yeah, I came back to the same place. I'm liking Bethesda. Nice and peoply, and there's a lot of volume. Plus, it's like the city, man. Let's see if I want that big skyscraper behind me. Maybe not. That was it last time, right? Yeah, there we go. That looks pretty good. Just gotta make sure that everyone's in the shot. What's going on, guys? Try a few quick questions. Got to get warmed up a little bit. What's up, Jake? What's going on, sir? All right, so I did another impromptu on Thursday. That actually went pretty good. By the way, can you guys hear me? Hey, Tessa, how's it going? Tessa, I went ahead and I halved my mods, just so you know. I might even go down to less, just as per general context. So, you know, I just closed my eyes essentially and did that. So, just want to let you know. Nice to see you. Hi, guys. You guys want to try a few questions for YouTube? Put you on the spot? All right, guys. Oh, let's go. It's the nicest thing you can do. Have a great one. Well, nice to see you. Yeah, guys, so for you guys in here right now, before we get like hammered with trolls, I'm interviewing Gary Yourofsky on Wednesday, and it should be really good, and it's going to be on kickstarting activism kind of domestically, and starting to spearhead these initiatives and just get people thinking a little bit. What's going on, buddy? We'll try a few questions for YouTube. Test your values? Hard no. All right. And we're just going to try to get people motivated. You know, it's a really formidable space initially. But like I feel like now, as I'm active and as I've been doing this for a year, that there starts to become a pull. Instead of you having to will yourself to do it, there is a pull, and you just find yourself naturally doing what you want to do with your time. What's up, Jason? How you doing, man? Sorry, guys, can't really see the screen again. Son of a gun. How do I wake this up? I think I put it on low battery mode while I was coming up here. Totally screwed me up. Sorry, guys, I gotta do some tech here real quick. Why is the screen not lighting back up? I can hardly see you guys. We are in the city of Bethesda, big, beautiful city. And I can barely see, so we'll just go with that, I guess. What's going on, guys? Can I even see the chat? Okay, I guess I can. Yeah, it's hot. Super hot out here. Not too bad. What's up, buddy? You want to try a few questions? Not being vegan is not being nice. Have a good night. on, guys? Guys, I might have to restart this because I can't see the chat. And how many do I got in here? Well, we're gonna let it roll. We'll let it roll since we got some momentum. But I can hardly see what people are saying again because I left my dang phone on low battery mode. If you're just getting here, I'm out here doing live. It's called live street outreach, where we just kind of go against the grain a little bit and try to get people thinking. Ask a few tough questions, and then lead them to see that their own values are vegan, and we're all just acting out of in alignment or disalignment. See if we can get anybody. What's up, guys? Anybody want to try? A few questions for YouTube Live, ma'am? All right. Good night. Hi there, how are you? YouTube Live, 3 questions. Have a good night. But, you know, is it black screen? Son of a gun. Thanks, guys. At least I saw it early. Where is this coming from? Are we back? Ryan, what's going on, sir? We're back? Okay, fantastic. And we're back. Just starting out in the great city of Bethesda. What's going on, guys? You guys want to try a few questions for YouTube? Test your values a little bit? All right, have a good day. But the cool thing is about the city, you can just come out here and start having fun. You know, you can come out here anytime you want. You don't have to worry about, you know, when you're in a public space, that is, you don't have to worry about any kind of regulation or police or anything like that. This is all public space. Most cities, you'll find the majority of it is public space. So there was just a guy here with a guitar. I got a saxophone player back again. He must be a Sunday guy. But we'll hit you know, quite a few eyes, I think, while we're out here. Got this big building behind me. Looks like it's a big some big hotel. This has got more of a inner city vibe to it. What's going on, guys? I feel like I recognize that guy. But we have some music for you. If you'd like, everybody, enjoy the nice saxophone playing of our my colleague down there, who has been out the last 2 Sundays I've been out here. We're simply just outside asking people why they're not vegan yet, prompting some thought, some hopefully critically thinking discussion. You guys want to try a few questions for YouTube? Let's go. Okay, have a good night, guys. Yeah, so why is it okay to eat plant life, says a user. I can't really see the names. So you just made an argument for veganism, just so you know. 80% of the corn, wheat, and soy all go to animal feed. Those are plants too. A cow's energy conversion ratio is 8:1, 8 units of energy in, 1 out. If you're, you know, you can do the math, you can math that. You can realize you just made an argument for veganism with the plant life stance. So, kill less plants, guys, 8 times less. Hopefully I gave you a simple answer there. What's up, guys? Let's go vegan, guys. Not being vegan is not being nice. Have a good one. See if I can see here. Oh, here we go. Oh, someone says, go home and eat soy. Man, that's really tough of you to say. Go home and eat soy. Keep killing childlike vulnerable beings and being a monster to those that are weaker than you. And just a big cowardly bully, you know, and then tell others to go home and eat soy. You know, honestly, I don't even eat that much soy. Not too much at all. Hi there. How are you? But I'll tell you, there's nothing wrong with soy. You know, you eat soy from its kind of genesis, could be edamame, uh, tofu, without it being processed through a heap of different things. You're eating something that has no cholesterol. Hi guys. Low saturated fat. You have something called phytoestrogen, which is seen, hi guys, has been seen to prevent and stave off colorectal cancer in men and breast cancer in women. It's about 1,000th the potency of mammalian estrogen, which is found in dairy milk. So you can also probably figure that out. Dairy milk, very disruptive to your endocrine system. But you don't have to eat soy. Probably won't care about that though. I didn't catch that. Lab-grown meat, yuck. No one's saying you have to eat that, Henry. But at least with lab-grown meat, you're not voting for a sentient being to die at your will. I mean, it's a full stop, easy to understand concept. And honestly, lab-grown meat, it's funny, I was watching an interview with Jamie Logan and Gary Yourofsky. I think it was those two. And it was an interview last week, and they were talking about how lab-grown meat, as per how convergence works and scaling tech works, and all those things, the prices will be pared back immensely and on an exponential basis in the coming years. So at a certain point, it will be cheaper than meat, and farmers are going to get kind of thrown out to dry because they always are going to have to pay for all the logistics, getting the animals corralled, getting the feed, farming the grounds. Well, sooner than later, that big screen TV that used to be, it's kind of similar to this. I don't know if you guys remember when big screen TVs were like $3,000. Now you can get that same TV for $100. Well, that's going to happen to meat as far as the lab grown. Hi guys. You guys want to try a few questions? Test your values? All right, have a good night, guys. What's going on, buddy? Try a few questions for YouTube. Have a good night, buddy. Yeah, so that's going to happen with meat, and it's unfortunate that it seems like a pretty sound speculation, and if that does happen, it's kind of sad that it didn't happen out of ethos. Hi, guys. You guys want to try a few questions for YouTube Live? Up to you. Test your values a little bit. All right. Good night. So you might as well get on the bus now, be a first mover in the kind of ethical revolution. Because these places of slaughter are absolutely disgusting. They're abhorrent. We're taking the lives of the childlike and vulnerable, putting them in our belly. We're literally paying someone to kill them, then putting them in our belly. All in the name of, macho-ness and manliness for a lot of the guys, and like normalcy, and this is what we've always done. It's pretty pathetic when you step back and you look at the energy you are expressing to the world when you do that. Sorry guys, but it's time we have to think about these things. A lot of Teslas in this city. So far, we haven't really got anybody to talk to, but we've had a lot of looks and a few head shakes. Wow, these are some paragraphs here, guys. I wish I could read them, but I just don't have once the sun goes down, it'll be better. What's up, Ryan? Hi there. So far, no dice, but I feel like dinner shift's just getting started. People are coming out for dinner. We got some steakhouse across the road. Hopefully one of these days soon. What's going on, guys? You guys want to try a few questions? Oh, you're okay, cool. Are you okay being on my YouTube Live?
Sure.
Only if you're okay. I usually put it like right here. I'll get over here. What's your name?
I'm Cora.
Cora?
Cora.
Cora, that's such a cool name. My name's James. So I'm an animal rights activist that just comes out into the cities, right? I'm in Bethesda this week, and I just asked people a few questions. The first one is, I guess, do you think animals deserve rights?
Yeah, I think they deserve rights.
Okay, amazing. Like animal abuse, you're against it, right?
Yeah, I'm against
Like if
it.
you saw me with a dog, you'd probably kick my ass or do some kind of taekwondo move on me. So let's see here. What kind of rights do you think they deserve as far as rights? Like a holistic, more of a holistic kind of definition, or more of a precision tuned definition?
Well, obviously, I don't think they should be like illegally like kept like in zoos. I don't think that zoos are like really nice.
Love that.
Obviously, abuse. I don't really know why.
Yeah.
Using them for like labor.
Yeah.
Like
I
if
love
that makes sense.
Yeah, it sounds like you have a vegan heart, like you have a protector, a guardian heart, right? I would also mention that I think they deserve body autonomy. Are you familiar with?
No.
Okay, so body autonomy is a simple notion where we say your body, your choice, right?
Yeah.
The opposite of that would be your body, my choice. So that's kind of the general idea. So it brings me to the tougher question is why or are you vegan?
I'm not vegan.
Okay, gotcha. I don't know if you can, you could probably tell where this was going. It's kind of like a thought experiment, kind of lead you to this notion type of thing. But would you believe it if we're not vegan, we're pretty much paying for a lot of abuse, and it's not really the correct word, because what we do to these animals, it's like 1 tick, 2 tick, 3 ticks, 4 ticks higher than that. I won't go into the graphic words, but we do a lot and we don't know we're doing it because it's directly hidden from us on purpose. And no matter how great the farm is, how much they love their animals, it just makes for more of a betrayal when they get the throat slit or other kinds of violent things happen to them. What do you, yeah, go on.
I think personally the human body does need some sort of like animal meat, but I don't think it should be like overly consumed
Okay.
and like overly like produced in like markets
Yeah,
and
like
stuff.
it is now, right?
I think everything's good in moderation.
Okay, I hear that a lot, and I guess I would say this: if you were the animal, and you say you were the victim, right? And the person or the affector that was kind of, the word bully comes to mind, like bullying you and sending you to your death, and they said, well, someone's loud, and they said, you know what, I'm just going to do it in moderation. Would you accept that if you were the victim?
Well, I'm not a victim. I'm actually a human.
But if you were,
I
hypothetically.
don't know.
And the other thing that comes to mind is like the part of meat that you need. Like what is that? Can you precision tune that answer? Like, because you mentioned we need it.
Well, I'm not a food specialist.
Yeah,
so I don't really know. But yeah, I think humans need protein and unnatural protein. Well, I guess it is natural, but like
it comes from plants. Because the only reason they get protein is because they're eating the ground plants, like food from the earth, right? But I can tell it's quite a kind of an inflection point, right? Like these kinds of dynamics. But keep in mind, every time that we go to the cash register, it's a ballot box, right? I don't know if you're political, but the politics of food is much more potent and affecting than the politics of politics, because you're voting with your dollar for the kind of energy you want to see in the world. And it's a simple concept, but it's directly hidden from us because the money, man, the money. So what would stop you from going vegan?
I like to eat meat.
I got you. Well, I'll tell you one thing. There's tons of different versions out there. I know you guys are on your way, but there's tons of different versions of meat out there. But just think about this before you go. Like that, like reason. I get it because I was that for 30 years. But from the little helpless, childlike, vulnerable being, that reason's not good enough for them. I'll leave you with that.
Thank you.
You guys, thanks for stopping by. You're my first interviewees tonight. Take care, guys. All right. Hi, everybody. They kind of got out of there. I could tell she was feeling markedly uncomfortable, and that's natural as per the dialogue. Hi, guys. I don't have cards tonight. Hi, guys. I exhausted all of my cards, so I'll be making new ones. Hold me to it this week. Oh yeah, Ryan's hitting up the protein argument. Morningstar nuggets with hash browns. Yum. Yeah, heck yeah, there you go. What's up, Evil Steven in the house? What's going on, sir? Anyway, if you're just getting here, please like and subscribe to the channel so we can kind of proliferate the message of veganism and kindness and help others align their own actions with their values. That's all we're doing. It's a simple, simple exercise. Because most people are guardians, most people are protectors, but when we are non-vegan, we are the exact opposite of that. We are bullies and we are cowards, and we don't even know we're doing it. Guys, my channel name is Vegan Sign Guy, so you can look it up. Vegan Sign Guy. That's it. Take care, guys. At least give them the channel name, just in case they want to see it. They're wondering where this is at. Plants, plants, plants. Nerds like us, what's up? Just eat plants. That's it. That's it. Eat more plants, guys. All right, if you're just getting here, we'd love it if you liked and subscribed to the channel so we can spread the message far and wide. I'm gonna be out here for a little bit tonight having conversations like you just heard right there. And one thing you'll notice, it's a constant in these conversations, is that, you know, I'm not the one that moves. Everyone else seems to, you know, kind of gravitate away at a certain point. All right, let's see if this guy's coming. You trying to do this?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, heck yeah, man. It's always like the younger and the more curious that have like the open minds. Are you okay being on my YouTube live?
Yeah.
All right, so my name's James. I'm an animal rights activist. I asked just 3 questions, right?
All right.
My first one is, well, I'll start with this one for this one. What do you think vegan is? Have you heard that word before?
Yeah, it's like if you don't eat like any things that come from animals.
Say hi, this is YouTube live. You're right, and eating is a part of it, right? But I'm about to blow your mind. Veganism has nothing to do with food. And this is, you know, 99% of people don't realize this, but veganism has nothing to do with food. It's essentially a stance against something. What do you think that something is?
Killing.
Okay.
Killing,
okay. I'd say violence in general, and I would say oppression in general. And I think killing is integral to that, so I'd say that's pretty darn accurate. What do you guys think of animal abuse? Are you proponents of, or are you against that shit?
I'm against that.
Okay, me too. And most people I interview out here, 100%. So that brings me to the next question, which is, why aren't you vegan yet? Because you have a vegan heart. You have a protector's heart, a guardian's heart, right? But what happens is when we're out and we're voting for systems of food, which we all vote for 3 times a day, we create a distortion with our vote, because we're voting for systems that hang beings upside down, that rape mothers, that spit, laugh, kick, just for the sake of one word, and that's profit. What do you think about that loaded statement?
Not good.
Does it make sense though?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay. I mean, the dollar is the effector, right? When you go to the ballot box, when you go to the cash register, the dollar is the effector. So you're going to vote for systems that are benevolent, or you're going to vote for systems that have to do with hanging an animal upside down, slitting its throat, ear to ear. These factory farm workers are doing all the stuff to them, and we're not there watching these guys. So I guess my fourth piggyback question would be, do you guys think we need anything nutritionally from?
What do you mean?
Like, from an animal, what nutritionally, do you think we need
Like
something?
protein.
Okay, protein?
Yeah.
I think us as humans, we are, carnivore?
I got you, maybe omnivores?
Omnivores, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So we're meant to eat meat, but I don't think, like, chickens, they get, like, housed up, they're like,
Yeah, it's very unnatural what
It's
we're doing.
unnatural
It's not
for
like
them.
we're hunters and we're all badass out in nature, like freaking Turok or something like that, you know?
I just get a dolphin on there.
And you
Are
get a
people eating
dolphin.
dolphins?
Oh, you go to China, anything's on the table. No, I mean, just, you know, that's just how it is. Nothing, all bets are off. But other countries, you can, cats, that's a delicacy over there, I think. Over here, we like this guy for some reason. And poor this guy, you know, all of them, you know, they don't get a very good life out here. So nutritionally, protein. Is that what you said? Protein? Okay, I get that. Where do you think they get the protein from, the animals?
Meat? What do you mean?
Like, where do the animals themselves get that protein from? Because they have it in their bodies.
Like muscles, like.
So they're
working out.
eating plants, right? Yeah, so they eat plants. So all vegans are trying to do is to show people that our vote is, you know, the important thing, and most of us aren't doing it right because our values are that of guardians, and then showing you that you can get the same nutrition from the earth. There's not one vitamin or mineral you cannot get from the earth on a plant-based diet. No matter what you hear, if there's someone telling you otherwise, it's all money and agenda. You can get all the essential nutrients and minerals you need from the earth.
Are you vegan?
Yes, I'm vegan. I mean, I definitely hope I would be. I wouldn't be out here. So I've been vegan 12 years. My daughter's vegan. You know, she's into karate and stuff like that.
What about dogs? Dogs don't get plants from. They don't.
Dogs, believe it or not, dogs can be vegan, believe it or not. And there's a lot of studies coming out now with cats. Now, there's a lot of trickery and tomfoolery amongst agriculture because they want to trick people in order to get their money. So they're going to keep certain narratives going, right? But let me go back to the omnivore thing real quick. You said we're omnivores, right? Okay. These teeth right here. Do you think those teeth right there can go out into nature right now, take apart an animal, no tools, that we're going for natural here, so no tools, and then harvest them, eat them, and do that on a sustainable basis?
No.
I love that.
Because of, like, there's so much processed food nowadays.
Yeah, there's tons of
That's where
processed
it's
food.
cheaper.
Yeah, and then another thing I would go to is I would say that we're herbivores by design. Another reason I would say is instinct, right? Your instinct, your intuition. When you're driving around, or maybe you're biking around, and you see roadkill or a dead animal. I mean, at any point, did you ever get hungry?
No.
Right? Like, I know I haven't, not once. But I think if we were true omni or carnivores, we'd get hungry. But I'll tell you one thing, when I see some delicious plants coming together, like chickpeas, beans, you name it, heated up, you know, wherever they are, and I'm hungry, I'm getting hungry. So that's kind of a bellwether to our natural design as well. But okay, guys, thanks for stopping by. I want to ask you a question. What would stop you guys from going vegan today?
I feel like for me it's easier to like kind of like get like protein and stuff. It's the easier way, and like the taste, obviously.
Okay, gotcha.
But mainly the taste would be like salad.
You can get this stuff from plants that you can get from meat, but there's less of it, and like you have less iron. You just like get like.
I mean, I would contest that, but just as per like the sheer utopia of iron that's available in plants, you can look up 20 to 25 different plant sources of iron. They're out there. One of the bonuses you get when you eat plants is you don't put cholesterol into your body, heterocyclic amines into your body, IGF-1, that's a cancer risk factor. You're not putting growth factors and hormones into your body. You're not putting really suffering and slavery and death on a spiritual basis into your vessel. And you're not doing that. So there's a big net win when you just eat the plants. Sure, the protein thing, but do you guys know how much protein you need per day, like for your age, your body type?
How much?
What do you think?
No clue.
What do you think?
Like 25 grams.
Wow, actually, you gave a really nice, accurate answer. Most people I talk to, it's like, I need 100 to 150. You guys need about 45 to 65, on a max basis 65. I'd say 45 a day. I can get that in my breakfast with what I eat. I can power pack a protein bowl with oats and nuts and seeds, whatever. I have a little protein powder, whatever. I can get that in one meal if I really wanted to. I'm not saying I do that shit every day. But guys, I just challenge you, before you take off, to think about what you're doing at that inflection point. 3 times a day, you're saying, this is what I want to see in the world, and this is the legacy I'm going to leave, and this is the example I'm going to show to my kids when I have kids. And this is part of the fleeting decades that we have here as humans. This is our choice. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think you're more prone to thinking about this now that we had this conversation? What do you think?
I think I like the taste too much.
I bet you if your why's strong enough, you'll find something that tastes just like it. They're out there. You're going to find you don't have to eat processed food. You can eat mushrooms. You can eat chickpeas. You can find a way to season, sauce, and texture and get your meat. I could go into it about different plant-based meats, but it's a different kind of conversation, really. But I will say they're healthier. I won't go into the kind of deep dive science there, but I'll let you guys go. What's your names?
Leo.
Leo, I'm Jimmy. Nice to meet you. What about you?
Marcus von Clavius.
That sounds like it's out of a movie. You sound like you're out of the movie Troy. Is he kidding?
No.
Oh, that's a badass name, man. I love that. I'll let you guys go. I'm going to try to talk to some more people out here. Just think about our conversation. Maybe next time you're at the cash register, because, I would try to see that cash register as a ballot box. And it's a vote you're given every darn time. So, cool, guys. Thanks for having the bravery and the open mind to stop by. You guys take care. All right, hi everybody. If you're just getting here, we're holding conversations tonight. Just talk to these awesome dudes. Yeah, it's actually getting a little darker, so I can see the chat now. Oh, by the way, guys, my channel name is Vegan Sign Guy. So if you want to look up and see our video, go to Vegan Sign Guy on YouTube. You'll see our video. Go have a great one. I don't have cards. Smooka says, go home. Smooka, I'm not going home, bro. We're out here to defend the animals for however long we can. Time horizon's looking pretty solid tonight. Go ethical or go do better. Exactly. Go home. Or else another one we get is get a job. What's up, buddy? Get a job's a funny one. Like, just keep being a volition, keep on your own volition, consciously being a slave for the corporate capital system. Don't do what you want with the time given to you. Just get a job and go worship the man. Awesome advice from those people. We're trying to tilt buying dynamics and affect real change. We're trying to open people's hearts up, appeal to their nobler motives. Hi guys, how's it going? You guys want to try a few questions for YouTube? All good, all good. Have a great one, guys. I'll be nice to the nice people, you know? How's it going, everybody? A few questions for YouTube Live. Testing values. Okay. Trump would burn if he got blessed by God. Oh, God. We're talking about Trump now, huh, guys? Whatever. Now, one thing about veganism is has nothing to do with politics. You can be a vegan Democrat, you can be a vegan Republican, you can be a vegan atheist, you can be a vegan Christian. All it is a golden rule, and all it does is solidify your position of those said disciplines, of those said choices. Because it's the golden rule, and it's not hard. If you got a brain, you can figure it out. Yes, Dominion documentary. That reminds me, are all my friends in here tonight? Okay. Good to see everybody here. Hi guys, how's it going, everybody? Everybody's going to dinner. Well, it just so happens I'm outside of some steakhouse, so didn't realize that till today. What's going on, guys? Who wants to try? 3 quick questions, YouTube Live. Have a good night, guys. It's funny. Hey, guys. Guy with a sign. Guy with a sign asking you why you're not vegan yet. Because you, and you know who you are. I see you. You know you're a guardian at heart. You're a protector at heart. And you know you're not for merciless killing. How you doing? A few questions for YouTube. All right. You can align your actions with your values by going vegan. And it's super cool club to be in. Hi guys, how's it going, everybody? You get to not be a hypocrite anymore, and the animals get to be left alone. It's a beautiful thing. All right. Anyway, hey Clara, how are you? Nice to see you. Is that what he's playing? A Drake song over there? Yeah, everybody please like and subscribe. Hi! Got Ryan and Claire. We got Tessa, we got Lewis. By the way, guys, this Wednesday at 8 a.m. my time, I will be interviewing Gary Yourofsky. It's going to be awesome. I'm hoping that we can motivate people to get active. If you can, check out my thumbnail, give it a thumbs up for the upcoming interview. Hi guys. I think it's pretty cool. I kind of made it look like a video game, like press start, activated. You know, we can all get out there and be active now. It's a beautiful thing. And it'll start drawing you once you get used to it. It's a little friction in the beginning. Oh, I actually found my first outreach on my laptop the other day, 2 years ago. And I'm gonna see if I can extrapolate it and make a reaction video. What's up, buddy? You wanna try a few questions?
Yeah.
You'll be on YouTube, are you okay with that?
The one on the internet, I'm kidding.
You don't have to be on the internet. Yeah, or you can do it off camera. All right, so my name's James. I'm an animal rights activist, right?
Yes.
What's your name?
Josh.
Joshua, nice to meet you. So I just asked 3 questions, super easy. The first one is, do you think animals deserve rights?
Yeah.
Not saying to drive, not saying to vote, but would you agree with the notion of body autonomy?
What's body autonomy?
Body autonomy, like the right to your own body. Like, remember the Me Too movement, and they were
Yeah.
going like, my body, my choice.
Yeah.
But the antithesis would be your body, my choice. Do you remember that whole thing years back?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what do you think about that? You think animals deserve that right? And there's a reason why we have to think about this.
No, they don't.
You don't think they deserve it?
Well, like herd, like
Yeah.
yeah.
Because of course, that's exactly where I'm going with it.
Yeah, I know where you're going with it.
Yeah. Do you think nutritionally the human body needs anything from these animals?
Yeah, definitely.
What do you think?
I definitely think. I mean, you can get nutrition for but then eggs, right? That wouldn't be vegan.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, is that abuse of an animal?
It's still saying, I guess, your body, my choice to a chicken. Essentially, there's no
Well,
consent.
I mean, how do they vote on it?
They don't have any consent. They have no voice. So
they do.
no,
They can't vote on it. They'll have a voice through voting.
yeah, through like actual like talking, communication with humans, I guess I would say.
No.
Like they can't do that. Like really, no animal
Verbally,
can.
no.
Yeah, like we can like look at them and say, oh yeah, most of the time through the purview of confirmation bias and say,
Probably.
oh yeah, they're okay with that. They're family fed. They're family farm, whatever. But full stop. It's just not the case. We're basically we're taking that choice from
Because we're
them.
the higher being.
Right. And do you think that should constitute kind of a more of a dominion or a protection-ship, guardianship, or more of a
I don't think you should
exploitership?
I don't think you should abuse an animal.
Yeah.
But they also have their role, which
Okay.
is sometimes being slaughtered for what they have. Like,
Okay.
I don't know. Like, I was raised partly in a family that recognizes Native American culture because we are,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
also,
cool.
harvesting of an animal.
Yeah. And isn't that interesting that we say harvesting? Like if we were to
It is.
well, it's a being with awareness, right? Just like you and me. Like I know there's someone behind your eyes, and if I look at my pet, I know there's someone behind their eyes. If I look at a plant, I know there's no one behind those eyes. We're talking like sentience, right? Like the ability to have a subjective experience of life via the nervous system and the brain dynamic, which we know those have
Plants
neither
don't
of that.
have well, they do react off of pain.
Stimuli, yeah. Well, I don't think pain, but I think stimuli. But I guess the inflection point is the reason why I'm out here is I'm trying to let people know that nutritionally we don't need anything from an animal, no vitamin, no nutrient, no mineral, no macro, no micro, you name it, we can get it all from plants, right? And if said situation is the case, I guess the inflection point is we have to ask ourselves, then why the hell are we doing this to them?
Because they taste good.
But do you think that's good enough?
Yeah.
If you're the victim
I-
and someone says, because he tastes good, is that good enough for you?
100%. Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
I don't like.
I don't know. I don't think you're.
And I understand your side, but I mean,
Yeah.
like my side, and I also work in the culinary field. I feel like not only reproducing as humans, we should have to have a license. I also think to take and to eat an animal, we should have to do the same thing. Once a year, you should have to dispatch of a chicken.
Okay. Interesting.
You got to earn that.
I guess I would say from the animal outlook, that argument is shut down instantly, right? Because the animal, from their purview, that's not justifiable. It's not ethical. It's not moral.
The Planet of the Apes, and they can pick up guns. Like,
God forbid. Could you imagine if they did? Like they actually have AI right now that's being scaled and converged.
That's the next thing is AI going to be like,
Can they make
yeah,
animals
you guys
talk?
have the cancer.
Yeah, well, yeah. But Bloomberg had a great special like a month ago about how AI is starting to scale to this level to where animals are not off the table as far as being, we'll attribute AI to the animal and they will be able, through our different texts, to speak in our language. Like they found seals can actually already do that. They say their names nonstop. At least that's what the Bloomberg excerpt showcased. But if we get that far, we're in trouble. I mean, would you agree with that?
No, I think if we do get to that point, there are going to be a lot more people on your side.
Yeah. Well, the reason why there's nobody on my side, and there's like a 99% non-vegan backdrop, is this inertia, the social inertia that's been seeded, planted, kind of fortified for thousands of years since herding culture kind of had its inception, right? Like the big money guys, they don't want to see these profits disrupted. I mean, animal ag grants or gets 60 billion a year in subsidies. That's going to everybody's pockets. Plant ag gets nothing. Yeah, cheese, big thing. But I mean, you mentioned the taste, and honestly, I think if you found something that tasted the same, I think your heart would have you vote the other way. If you found something that tasted the exact same, what do you think?
Exact same?
I mean, I was a junk food vegan for a while. I ate burgers, pizzas. I couldn't tell the difference of anything.
What's a junk food vegan?
We're eating like, kind of the plant-based meats and the plant-based pizzas, plant-based pepperoni, all that stuff. I'm not saying that's healthy for you, but I mean, it's full of a lot of the shit that's in animal meat, that's for sure. But I loved everything. My wife made fun of me because I was a junk food vegan. She means constantly making fun of me. She's so disciplined with her food.
I'm assuming your wife is vegan.
100%. My kid's vegan too. Has never taken any kind of supplement or anything, or pills or anything like that. She just grew. She's a martial artist. She's fast, vibrant. She gets like 3 hours of sleep a night because her energy levels are out of control.
Good job.
I'm just saying you can do it too. And I'd give you a card right now, but I don't have any because I exhausted them all. But my channel name's Vegan Sign Guy. I do heartfelt interviews with different kind of authors and leaders in the vegan movement.
Right.
We're doing one on Wednesday with Gary Yourofsky, who made a speech that changed me vegan 12 years ago. I had the honor of interviewing him. It's an inflection point in 2025. We had this.
I agree with it. Like, I don't agree with it. I see that aspect. I myself think that we eat too much meat. Our portions are too big. I don't eat it regularly, like constantly. But I still love my Z burger every once in a while.
Yeah.
And I still have the point of view that I will take that animal's life. And I think that if you're like, I agree that like a cow knows what's going on, a dog, like an octopus, like they're all intelligent beings. But harvesting of an animal, it's part of the cycle of life.
I would say we've been taught that, yes. Like that, I wouldn't say that's factual. I'd say more so we've been taught that. Because there's nothing natural about what
can I ask you, like, because completely ignorantly, like a question, is there an ancient culture that survived just gathering?
Oh, there's a lot we don't know in history, right? But we do know that we probably had to do it coming up our trajectory as per our context, as per where we were.
It's a great source of protein.
Yeah, it was there, and we didn't have a choice in that instance. I would say that's pretty justified for survival, right? But right now, I would not say it's justified. Just because we have Chipotle, we can leave them alone. We can be their protectors, and instead we're like,
And Impossible burgers are good, but also are they? What's the statistic?
Well, I don't want you to. Listen, I'm not trying to sell plant-based meat or anything like that. But I would say Impossible is still void of cholesterol, heterocyclic amines, TMAO, IGF-1, growth factors, hormones. Yeah. It still doesn't have all that, and meat has all that. Yeah. It might be like super processed, but on a net basis, it's still a win on a health level, and of course for the animals.
And environmental.
Oh, massive environmental.
Because we all fart. I don't know. Does an octopus fart?
Probably. Sounds like a new name for a kid's book or something. But what's your name, man? Josh, I'll let you go. I just maybe if you could think about our conversation a little bit.
Sign guy.
Vegan sign guy. I don't have cards on me, or I'd give you one. But I appreciate you coming over.
No, good
for sure.
Honestly.
Well, have a great day. Check out my channel if you can.
I will.
And just you too. Take care. I don't think that's going anywhere. And we realize we have a little bit of time out here, and I don't want to spend too much time with one person. That was probably a solid 9 minutes. Anyway, if you're just getting here, like and subscribe. We're just out here talking to the public, asking them a few questions that might make them think a little bit, and challenging societal narratives and norms. That's it. Hi, guys. Really simple concept. Oh, they're asking about me now. What's going on, guys? You guys want to be on YouTube? Sorry. What? Why did you say that? Anyway. All right. I don't know what they're talking about. Anyway. Okay, we got the police here now. I guess we'll find out if this is public space. Pretty sure it is. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's a hard yes. These cops seem more laid back. Hi there, how are you? Wanna try a few questions for YouTube? Test your values? All right, have a great night. I think it's important to know that we are testing people's values out here. You know, if you're against something, fire truck, too loud. If you're against something, yet you're voting for said something 3 times a day, does that make sense? It doesn't make sense to me. I don't think it makes sense to anybody in here. What's for sale, bruh? Nothing is for sale. We're out here speaking up for the voiceless. Hi guys, how's it going? Anyway, yeah. I was out to eat not too long ago, and the table next to me, it was cute. I was just eavesdropping a little bit, and the server was over there, and there was a little girl, maybe 5 or 6 years old, and she said, "Why don't you guys have any vegan options on your kids' menu?" And the mom said, "What are you talking about? You're not even vegan." And then she goes, "Yeah, but I had a bunch of snacks, and I'm trying to eat healthy now." And I just thought that was so cute. You know, kids have open minds. Hi there. They're curious. They want to know. And, you know, they're closer to vegan than most of their parents. You know, we're all vegan when we're born. Hi, guys. You guys want to try a few questions for YouTube? Test your values a little bit? How about you? Any questions, guys? Or would you like to try a few questions? Have a good night, guys. That's the key, guys. I guess we'll be talking about more of this on Wednesday. Like, just get out there, hold a sign, or do it in your living room, or, you know, flyers, cards, any kind of activism. The key is just to be nice. We're all interconnected. Have good vibes. Spread good vibes. And in the spirit of love, because we want to help our fellow humans make choices that are aligned with their values and not be tricked by these societal narratives that have got the blinders on nice and thick in all directions, and especially with other things, even vegans. Had to clear my throat there a little bit. What's going on, buddy? What's going on, buddy? A few questions for YouTube. Hard pass. Man's on a mission. But yeah, guys. Question vitamin B12, please question vitamin B12. There's no reason you should be putting cyanide into your vessel or cobalt. I just can't believe there's such a vehement opposition to the idea that we don't need to put a pill, chemical compound into our, vessel that really is holy. We don't need that, guys. The book, what's going on, buddy? The book is called The Enigma of Vitamin B12, Nature's Only Mistake, with a question mark. It's written by Anthea V. Hayes. Please check it out, vegans. Check it out, non-vegans. It's wildly entertaining, wildly engaging, very illuminating, and most importantly, it tells the truth. It tells you the truth. You guys want to try a few questions for YouTube Live? Ladies, a few questions, YouTube Live? Up to you. All right, have a good one. Just fun fact for everybody, it was never discovered as a vitamin. It was actually called anti-pernicious anemia factor, and it was created in a lab to cure anemia. One day, essentially, two buddies were just talking, and one guy, fellow scientist, who just discovered vitamin B10 and B11, told Mr. Folkers, the creator of B12, "Why don't you just call it B12? I just came up with B10, B11. Call it B12." Folkers saw the keen and clever in this, as it would make it very necessary looking. Hi there, how are you?
Hi.
How's it going? You want to try a few questions for YouTube? You're good.
I can answer them.
Oh, no, all good. Thanks for stopping by. And what a cutie we have here.
Thank you.
So I'm James. I'm an animal rights activist. So I just asked a few questions. I'm sure you've heard the word vegan before. What do you think it is?
Vegan?
Yeah.
No animal product.
Yeah.
Period.
Totally. No animal products. We don't go to zoos and stuff like that, or support things that incur animal labor, I guess. What I try to intercept the public is that it's not about food. It actually has nothing to do with it.
It's a lifestyle thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a stance against something, and it's a stance against violence, essentially, right? I guess I would ask for my second one, are you yourself personally against animal abuse? And I know the answer.
Yeah, of course.
I know the answer there.
Animal lovers. So
Right?
Yeah.
Amazing. I have a few cats myself. How old is this little one, by the way?
She's 5 months old.
What a
today.
cutie. What's her name?
Amelia.
Amelia, beautiful little girl and
Thank you.
beautiful name. I have a little daughter too. She's just turned 7 and now it's getting out of control. I go to
Yeah.
bed super late. I wake up early. It's
Oh.
insane.
Don't worry, I have a 4-year-old that's
Oh.
giving me the same.
Okay,
So,
you're
yeah.
familiar with the dynamic.
Okay.
Okay, it's something else. But my third question piggybacks. I guess the question is, do you think, nutritionally speaking, we need anything from an animal? And if
That's
so,
a
what do you
tough
think?
one because I am iron deficiency deficient and anemic.
Okay.
And honestly, every doctor that I've gone to, my OB, my endocrinologist,
Yeah.
I have a pre-existing condition called type 1 diabetes
Yeah,
since I was
I'm aware.
like in my early teens.
Oh, I see.
So even though I am not prone to consume red meat or a lot of animal
Yeah.
products, I've been encouraged to get my iron levels up by eating red meat.
Yes,
So
yes.
it's a very hard question.
Very formidable question. I get you. Oh no, I hope I'm not making you cry. Okay.
Yellow microphone.
I know, what is this huge thing coming near me? So I guess I would first posture back to more of a macro purview. Most doctors aren't really keen on nutrition, unfortunately. They get about 3 hours in MD school on a whole aggregated basis, and a lot of their nutrition is bought and paid for by pharma and by industry. Unfortunately, that's the case, and I learned that the hard way myself going into that system when I had my kid. I was basically chided for giving them plant-based formula
Yeah.
by people that were so inundated by narratives that,
Actually, a neocate, so
oh cool, awesome.
she's like plant-free, like
Oh.
animal-free.
Oh, very cool, very cool. But the iron thing, you can find them ubiquitously kind of present in a utopia of plant-based versions of that have it, right? Like these dark leafy greens, broccoli, beans, legumes. They're in
I know
there.
that. It's funny because I was at an age, I was a part of like a core group of like people
Yeah.
who were volunteering to help them identify the long-term implications of COVID.
Yeah.
And the doctors there were like, you can get some iron through like vegetables and leaves, but you need to eat red meat.
But they said that, of course. But the thing is, yeah, this is why I'm not a fan of doctors, because they just don't know, for one, or they know and they feel obligated to appease their sponsors. I hate to say it like that, and I hate to paint it like that, but please, I would question everything going forward what a doctor tells you. I question my own doctor, and I try to go to him as least as possible, and I've educated him on nutrition. Like I've told him things about, you name it, vitamins, minerals, macros, micros, that he just doesn't know because he gets a certain sect of information that's meant to hit his eyes so he can propagate that down forward and the cycle continues, the profits continue, and it's this revolving door, right? But I guess I would challenge you, if you found out that you could find everything on a plant-based diet, would you consider going vegan?
Yeah, I don't have a problem.
That's amazing. And you know what? You can find the tastes, like the plant-based burgers, the plant-based pizzas, the plant-based, you name it, Chinese, American, I eat Mediterranean, all over the grid, and you get it all on a plant-based diet.
Yeah. It's not hard.
It's not hard.
It really isn't. And there are like a lot of new products coming out that are like vegan and engineered.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, a lot of people take this word like, it seems like it has a negative connotation, but it really doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
One of my best friends is working for like an Israeli company that's developing like this amazing like engineered vegan
Like
meat.
a meat. Okay,
yeah,
gotcha. Is it
and
cultivated or is it like plant-based?
that I don't know, but it's supposed to like be vegan.
I
You know,
see.
and like it's supposed to be out sometime soon.
I'll tell you one thing. I think once this technology scales and converges, and
Yeah.
I was listening to a conversation from an interview from about a week ago. Once this technology scales and converges, you remember when TVs were $3,000 and now they're $100?
Yeah.
The same thing's going to happen, and then all of a sudden we're going to be like, well, why are we doing this to them if I can just do this and it's healthier?
Yeah.
But I think that's going to happen no matter what. But before that, before that, it's kind of like we're just out here trying to appeal to people's nobler motives, right? And trying to hit their hearts. Because for 30 years, I did not know any of this. And it was directly hidden from me by narratives. And then one day I was interfaced, with an activist, and I thought about it. I kind of went down the rabbit hole. My why got strong enough instantly, and I went vegan in a few days. And that's why I'm out here talking to people, wonderful people like you. What would be the biggest thing stopping you from going vegan?
My actual health.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah, and I get that. I totally get that.
We're not we're not big consumers of like meat at all. And I don't mean just meat, because people think vegan is just like red meat, like this huge plate of barbecue.
Yeah.
But but we just don't.
Yeah.
It's just that there are a few things that we still consume.
Yeah.
And then again, just for my own health and advice that I've been getting from doctors at different, institutions.
Yeah, I got you. Well, I'll leave you with this, and I thank you for stopping by. You just casually came on up, and you're like, hey, let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll leave you with this. It's casual, right? We're doing it in moderation, right? But at the other end of this dynamic, there's a little childlike, vulnerable being. Like they're 18 to 24 months when cold, and they have to look up with these curious eyes, because they're still new to the world, and they have to see some random farmer with a scythe or whatever they use with nothing in his eyes come down and say goodnight. I'm sorry.
Sorry, no, I think that's a good one.
I'm sorry, and I distracted you and ruined your spoon. But that is affected at the ballot box, right? The cash register. And in 2025, it's this beautiful thing. Like my daughter's been vegan since birth, and she can be too. And it's she's a little karate martial artist.
Lack of time is one of the things that makes us not go so vegan, because there's so much more available, easily available, readily available that is.
Yeah, exactly.
It has dairy, whatever you name it.
You name it, it's right there for you, and that's as per subsidies.
But when they start solids, what is recommended that you do?
Yeah.
Fruit.
Totally.
Vegetables.
You can find beans are crazy. My daughter is 7 now. Rice, my daughter is 7 now. You know what she wants for lunch sometimes? It's the most bizarre thing. She wants no, not even that. I mean, I think she would love rice. She does it sometimes. A can of beans, and it's like gourmet city. It's like nothing seasoned, nothing sauce, nothing textured. She might like sweet potatoes. Stress test.
Back from Brazil. My son was devouring corn, broccoli, rice, and beans.
Oh, very cool.
So I mean.
Yeah, very cool. And you season, you sauce, you texture it well enough, it becomes like a delicatessen that you look forward to.
Yeah,
for sure. Oh, that's so cool.
Well, thank you for doing this.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Sometimes, again, like you said, it's few modifications here and there.
Yeah, but if the why gets strong enough, it pulls you towards it. You don't even have to try anything. Because the point, kind of conviction dawning, that point, after that, it's all, you're vegan, and that's it. My channel name's Vegan Sign Guy, so check me out.
Vegan
like and
Sign
subscribe
Guy?
if you can.
Hi.
Say hi to the awesome
Millie,
people.
again.
No, all good. I'm sorry. No, it's all good. Well, thank you so much. What was your first name?
My first name is Bruna.
Bruna. Okay,
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm Jimmy, aka the Vegan Sign Guy. Yeah, and
Vegan Sign Guy?
just Vegan Sign Guy, and you'll see.
Okay.
I've probably hundreds of conversations in the live streams. There's a live stream library, and there's shorts and stuff like that. All kinds of just content of what you said, spreading awareness.
Yeah, sounds good.
Spreading
We'll
awareness.
Keep that in mind, and I'll look for other venues too.
Heck yeah.
To get healthy. and
Let's
get my guard
go.
up. There you go.
Let's give them both a hand, everybody.
Please say bye.
Oh,
Well, good luck.
good luck. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thanks for stopping by. Take care. What an awesome conversation. All right, it's getting a little darker out. I can see the chat now. Thanks everybody for stopping by. Fantastic. What's my time horizon? 58. Okay, we're gonna try to go a bit longer here, guys. Had some good conversations. Out here speaking up for the animals. Don't have a voice. We're trying to make these minutes count. Yes, everybody, please like and subscribe. They were really cool. Amelia and Bruna, thank you for the awesome conversation, if you see this later. But I think that's going to be kind of the spirit of my live streams from here on out. You got Chip. Chip is great at what he does. He takes a very direct approach, a little more direct, a little more kind of goes for it, gets in there. My MO is to keep the messaging strong and to employ maybe more of a little more malleable approach to the dynamic or to the person. And I think that works. And I think any kind of style that any of you have works. I don't think we should precision tune a type of activism that and say we should be doing this, we should be doing that. Guys, we're not even at the point where there's more than 10 of us out there, you know? So any outreach is a net positive. I just call it, you know, it's more mud on the wall, you know? Nice to see the team here. All my friends in here. Hi, guys. Whew. We'll see if we can go a bit longer. We've been out here for about an hour, had about, I don't know, what, 4 or 5 conversations? I think it's been pretty healthy. Yeah, if you're just getting here, like and subscribe. What a nice night it turned out to be out here. I got the saxophone guy back. We're in the city. Let's see if we can get the... What's that big building? What do you guys say? I want it to look like I'm really in the city. That's great. All right. Watch Game Changers. Steven, thank you for nailing it. Eating animals is simply weird. You guys seen is that a t-shirt or a bumper sticker? It's one of them. But let's face it, eating animals is very weird. It just is. But we've been taught that it's normal, it's necessary, it's nice. We've been taught all these things. There they go. All right, Leo. Take care. They were in the live stream earlier, talking to me. Nice kids. Ryan hitting the protein argument. Or what's he, how much, I missed that. Sorry, Ryan. You look weird with an orange microphone. Yeah, I figure I peacock a little bit today. Hi there. Stick out a little bit, you know? But we do have a lot more people kind of surfacing out of the woodworks here. This will be fun. Hopefully we can get some more combos here. Thanks everybody for joining. McDonald's is serving human meat. I wouldn't be surprised. Mike says your morals are subjective. No, they're not, because every single one of us, deep down, we know that killing is wrong. That's not subjective, buddy. We have a very, very tight-knit and uniform version of morals that we all agree with on a deeply recessed basis. We know via our inner guidance system, our intuition, that killing is wrong. Sorry. So that's not subjective, big guy. Gymnastics all about. Joe says small biceps. What does that have to do with anything, dude? James, arms are you? Thanks, Steven. Omnivores. Clint, we're not omnivores, big guy. We are 100% herbivorous. Your canines back here are not going to go out into the wild and take down an animal, harvest it, no technology. You know, no. We got to be natural with this experiment, and you're not going to harvest it and then go ahead and consume that on a sustainable basis. Sorry, you're not. Same thing with, like, you know, driving around and seeing roadkill. You don't get excited, do you? You don't get hungry, do you? Who is this? Oh, Vegan Stoner Lady. How you doing? Nice to see you. Vegan Stoner Lady, I need to come to another one of your live streams. Everybody check her out, by the way. She does amazing live streams. Hi, guys. You guys want to try a few questions for YouTube? All right, have a good night. She's doing some great work on the live front. Clint, it is an argument, dude. We're not omnivores. We're not carnivores. We were opportunistic omnivores at one point when we had to consume meat, but we are not there in 2025, dude. You know, we can consume humans if we want. I can eat a frickin' piece of cardboard, for God's sakes. But these canines, these intestines, this anatomy, everything about our senses all says herbivores. You are an herbivore, Clint, no matter how much you want to say you're some big macho hunter. It's so stupid. you guys with this alpha talk. Like, I'm so alpha, I'm so macho, I eat meat, I'm an omnivore. Like, dude, you're literally taking the life of a childlike, vulnerable being and then bragging about it. God, that's a tough one, I know, but it's the truth, Clint. What's going on, guys? How are you?
Hey,
Oh.
First Amendment, isn't it great?
Let's go. That's it, right?
Say what
Let's
you
go.
want.
And we can speak up for the helpless. Isn't that nice? Have a great one, guys. Because that's what they are. Guy walks by, First Amendment, and freedom of speech is what it is, and it gives us the opportunity to speak up for those that don't have a voice. So, I only eat apex predators. Nice. Man, I can eat some meat right now. Okay, buddy. Really tough, really tough. Really macho, very admirable. Great example of a human being. Sorry, I don't know if you can tell I was being sarcastic there. I mean, no, guys, I get it. And what most people think reflexively is we're trying to take something away from you, non-vegans, and I get that. Like, you're trying to take away my freedom, trying to take away my, accessibility. I get that. Guys, want to try a few questions for YouTube? All right, have a good night, guys. But that's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to enhance your freedoms, trying to enhance your vibrancy as a human being, and we're really trying to point to point you to the only way to live as a human being, as far as being aligned with your values, because you're not aligned with your values if you are paying for systems of violence, if you are a guardian at heart or a protector at heart. Hi, guys. You guys want to try a few questions for YouTube? Just testing values tonight, that's it. Have a good one, guys. You're not being a human being if you're a guardian at heart, but you're voting for systems and you're telling people to vote for systems of violence. Someone says stop killing defenseless plants. So believe it or not, you're solidifying the vegan argument with that posturing. So a cow has an 8-to-1 energy conversion ratio. 80% of wheat, corn, and soy, all those plants all go to animals for feed. So you just defended veganism, thank you. Same thing with the crop deaths argument, same thing. So one thing, guys, veganism is not about perfection. It is literally doing your best. It's not nirvana. Kind of Buddha, like Buddha's last words. Buddha, if you are familiar with his last words after all his teachings, all the tomes, all the scripts, everything, his very last words were, just do your best. And I think that echoes towards veganism very naturally. The least we can do is give other beings bodily autonomy, let them experience this beautiful world that we all get to experience, and leave them alone. That's a bare minimum ground zero. That's all veganism is. What's going on, buddy? Hi, guys. All right. Anyway. Stephen, I am not religious. And like I was saying earlier, hi, guys. You guys want to try a few questions for YouTube? You can be a vegan atheist. You can be a vegan Christian. You can be a vegan... I don't know, anything. Democrat, Republican, you can be a vegan, whatever, business owner. There is no discrimination there. All we're looking at is the golden rule. That's it. It's as simple as saying, do unto others. It's that simple. It's not rocket science. It's do unto others. And that can be backdropped into any ethic, school of thought, discipline, religion, political party. Do unto others. Bare minimum, body autonomy. No, but it does kind of look like Toronto. I'm not in Toronto. Only rich people can go full vegan. Believe it or not, and this one's for Steve, believe it or not, it's cheaper being vegan. You just find the beans, the rice, the chickpeas, the lentils. You just find all the stuff. Some of the poorest countries in the world are the healthiest, and they're all vegan because they have to eat the cheapest food on the planet. If you want to eat the analogs and you want to eat all the fancy stuff, yeah, you'll pay a premium, but not for long. Just like the whole idea of the TV I was talking about. Like, you used to have to pay $3,000 for a big screen TV, and now you can get it for $100. So convergence of tech will make these things cheaper anyway. Well, I would say some Asian countries like Okinawa. I would even say Sardinia. But many Asian countries. There's a book called The China Study where you can read about this exact type of dynamic. They did a study on rural Japan, a study on industrial affluent Japan. It's called The China Study. I know Steven knows about that one. Everybody watch What the Health. Watch Dominion for sure. Clint says, gotta leave Crazy Town. Just think about the animals, dude. Just think about what you're defending, brother. Yes. What's up, guys? How's it going? Gotta love kids. Gotta love kids. No reservations. The China Study was written by a few people back in the, I guess, the late 90s or early 2000s, and they chronicled a study done rural Japan versus affluent Japan. It was very enlightening. Hi, guys. You guys want to try a few questions for YouTube? Test your values out a little bit? All right, have a good night, guys. That's all it is, just testing values. That little girl just said, talk to the vegan guy. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, like really good questions, let me know. You want to know? All right, so they're simple. I go a few routes intuitively, but essentially, I'm an animal rights activist, obviously. I ask if people think animals deserve rights. Pretty simple, right?
They do.
Right? Okay. Awesome. Oh, amazing. Okay, there you go. And I kind of pinpoint the right of body autonomy. Are you familiar with body autonomy? Like the saying, your body, my choice. It's a kind of a bellwether to the whole dynamic of vegan living, right? Yeah. Right, exactly. And then I ask if people are against animal abuse, and then we realize they're vegan, and then we kind of get to the crux, which is like the distortion of actions and values, and how to equilibrate that. That's all it is. That's all it is. And I also like to point out that it's not perfect. You know, veganism's not perfect. It's just simply doing the best we can, and you know, the least we can do is yield them body autonomy, right? I guess. But yeah, that's it. I hope I'm not being too loud and annoying for you. Are you okay with me right here?
Loud about that if you want.
Yeah, let's go. I love your spirit. Yeah, I mean, there's nobody else. Nobody yet. There's a few of us that do this on a kind of domestic, international basis. There's like 10 of us, a handful of us. And all it is something in the spirit of love to bring awareness and to help others, and especially animals as well. So that's it. But thanks for the support. If you want to look at my channel name, it's Vegan Sign Guy. And I'm on YouTube. I love a like and subscribe. I'm still kind of small. But I'm getting bigger and bigger. So, and, you know, no pressure. I'm not trying to sell myself or anything. All right, everybody. If you're just getting here, you heard it. Like and subscribe. Someone says, "Ooh, Mamacita." The China Study documentary by T. Colin Campbell. And then James says, hi. James says, there are bigger issues in the world right now, like war and deportation, and you're worried about animals. James, let me respond to that one. Okay. So what can you do about the war and deportation, James? What can you do about that? I'm gonna assume nothing. I'm gonna assume nothing. This is something that is in our backdrop and that is there. And I can even go deeper and try to hopefully point to you why it's there. And I would contest, what's going on, guys? You guys want to try a few questions for YouTube? Let's go, all right. Have a great one. So the reason in the root of all violence and war, what's going on, big guy? Try a few questions for YouTube? Test your values out a little bit? All right, not being vegan is not being nice. Have a good one. Vegan Sign Guy. Vegan Sign Guy, yeah. So the root of war and violence and all this stuff is animal agriculture. Let me just kind of maybe make a bellwether of this. You know, teach a child not to harm a spider. What kind of violence do you think will ensue from that dynamic? So the root of war is non-veganism, in effect. But you know, you brought up that, and I'll just say we can't do anything about that. But you, James, and I'm a fellow James, what you can do 3 times a day is vote for your own values. I mean, that's cool, right? Hi, guys. Go to the cash register, you make a vote. It's like a ballot box. It's either a vote for a system of benevolence or a system of profit and, you know, violence. So, yeah, I mean, you can do that, Mr. James, right? And in doing so, you're voting for what you want to see in the world. You want to see less violence. You want to see less war. You can do that. What's going on, big guy? Try a few questions for you two. Put you on the spot. All right. Just testing values tonight. That's it. Let's see here. Watch Dominion. Clara says, yes, Dominion, fantastic movie. You just literally see what you pay for. This guy talking about... Yeah, if you're just getting here, I'm just, all I'm doing is I'm out on the street of a popular city, and we're just doing a thought experiment with people, trying to bring a few things to awareness and help others, kind of help us all align our actions with our values. What's going on, guys? Come on, guys, 3 questions on the spot. All good, all good. I don't want too much resistance, so. You wanna try? Okay, awesome. And I'm like super like chill, man. I'm not like, you know, I'm not throwing ketchup on the walls and going around yelling and screaming, right?
No worries.
So my name's James, right?
Okay.
I'm a vegan animal liberation activist. We'll just say that. I like to ask people a few questions. I guess I'll go this route. The first one is, you guys have heard the word vegan, right? You know, what do you think it is?
It's like when you don't eat anything from like animals. I mean the egg, the milk, things like that.
Okay, you know, on like the food basis, right? What I like to do is kind of intercept that notion and let everybody know that it has nothing to do with food, but consequentially there's a food aspect. It's a philosophy, right? It's a stance that we take against something, right? So we could use the word violence, we could use the word oppression, we could use the word, you know, you name it, something in that wheelhouse. My second question is, are you guys for or against animal abuse? It's an easy one.
Animal what?
Animal abuse. Are you against it or are you for it? Okay.
Against it.
Against it, right? By reflex, right? Like your heart. So upon those like materializations right there, we know like all of you are vegan. Like you have protector hearts, you have guardian hearts, right? The problem nowadays in 2025, we've all been taught that we need something nutritionally from an animal. This is the problem. And we've been taught that the only place to find certain tastes is from an animal. And unfortunately, the entities or bodies that are teaching that are all for profit. They're not for well-being, they're not for ethos, and they definitely don't care anything about us, right? So we're here to kind of question that narrative and ask the public, do you guys think we need anything from an animal to survive or thrive?
No, I don't think. I
What,
mean,
you don't think so?
Maybe.
I think there's a lot of alternatives nowadays
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
just, and I think even the taste is quite similar nowadays
Yeah.
to what we can find. Obviously, it's quite different because what we think, we know like it's not, for instance, when we know that it's not meat, then we're not gonna like it. But I mean,
Confirmation bias.
Yeah, but I mean, if you don't know, you cannot really tell in sometimes
Exactly.
that it's not meat
Yeah.
and it's like vegetables.
I can tell you more than 10 instances where I've seen people thinking they're having real meat.
Yeah.
And I don't know how ethical this is, you know, kind of tricking somebody. But at the end of the day, it's better for the animal. And they don't even know the difference. And then they're told afterwards. And you know what happens? They get mad because they got tricked. I mean, on that basis, it's like that's kind of questionable. But once again, going back to the animal outlook, anything refraining from them getting hurt is better. So what you said is 100% correct. If we season and we sauce and we texture beans, chickpeas, you name it, tempeh, any kind of plant derivative, we can make them taste like meat. And you're healthier by default because meat's not healthy. So if you guys found out that you could get everything you need, vitamins, minerals, macros, micros, on a healthy plant-based diet, would you consider and this is how I have to frame it, aligning the actions with the values, because your values are already vegan. Would you consider that?
Um,
Where are you guys from, by the way?
France.
from Ireland.
And
You're
we're
from Ireland? Cool.
Yeah.
I'm Americanized Irish. I'm Sligo.
Really?
My family's from Sligo. Yeah.
Very good, very
You
good.
guys?
we're from France.
France. Oh, very cool. Okay.
Cheers.
Oh, very cool. Very
Yeah.
cool. You know, Guinness went vegan. Used to have
Really?
isinglass in it, and they went vegan a few years ago.
I went to the Guinness factory over the summer, so.
Oh, super jealous.
Guinness,
So cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think about that notion? Like, if you found out you could be just as healthy and get the same taste, I know taste is a thing. Would you consider going vegan? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I
If
think
the
that.
offer is there, you know.
I mean, I think that when you're on your own, you can do things to just try to kind of limit your meat consumption. It's more like when you are with other people that don't stick with the same
Social
values that you,
inertia.
and you don't want to be like kind of, if they want to go to a fast food, or if you're invited to the home and they just cook meal, then you're not going to say, yeah. But I mean, when
Isn't
you're
that
on your own,
amazing?
you can try to limit as much as you want to, considering your values.
Isn't that amazing, though, what you just framed out there, the group dynamic effect? The group dynamics are a form of mind control, and narratives know this, and they play on social inertia. They play on the momentum that they have via the 99% non-vegan backdrop. They know that you're going to feel funny doing that, and I guess it has to come from this place of deep realization, your kind of inner guidance system that tells you what matters more. Is it the life of a sentient being, or my feelings in this fleeting moment that'll be over before I know it? So maybe I'll just leave you with that.